Okay, this example for Pre-Algebra Section 8-2, this is page 426. It's going to be number 4, and it is one of the ones that is for your homework. And so it is a problem that you're going to need to have done in your homework. So we're going to go through, and I'm going to do this one as an example. And on this particular problem, they want you to find the volume of the cylinder. So now we're talking about volume. And they want you to express your answer in terms of pi. So that means then we're going to leave the pi symbol in our answer. Now, the first thing, we always start by writing down what the formula is. So our formula is V for volume equals capital B times H. And the capital B, that stands for area of base. The area of the base. And the H is going to be your height, which would be the height of the cylinder. So in this case then, the area of the base, they are actually giving you the area of the base this time. Here, capital B equals 4 pi. So we don't need to figure anything, and we'll talk about that in the next problem. The area of the base, which it is a circle, would be pi r squared, and we would substitute that in if we needed to find the area of the base. In this particular problem, we don't have to find it. It's already given to us, and so we can just plug that in. And so I'm going to take then and plug in 4 pi, which is the area of the base, which is for the capital B. The height then is going to be how long the cylinder is here. It is laying down. That would be the height of the cylinder, which would be 10. And so now I've got my numbers. I've substituted into the formula, and now we can go ahead and solve. So the volume equals 4 times 10 would be 40. And then we're leaving the pi symbol in there because they want to leave the answer in terms of pi. Now, we are dealing with our units, which is millimeters. And anytime you deal with volume, that's how much the cylinder is going to hold. And that is always going to be units cubed. And so it would be millimeters, and then it would be to the 3rd power, so it's millimeters cubed. And so that would be our answer then for this particular problem. The volume of this cylinder would be 40 pi millimeters cubed, and we're leaving our answer in terms of pi, which is what they want us to do in the problem. Make sure you read your problems carefully. Sometimes they'll have you leave it in terms of pi. Sometimes they may have you go ahead, substitute in 3.14 or 22/7 and plug that in and multiply it, and then ask you to round. Wherever they ask you to round, that's where you'll need to round. All right, so this is number 4. And again, you always write down your formula first and make sure you get the right formula. This section is dealing with volume of a cylinder, so make sure we get the formula for volume of a cylinder, and then you substitute in your numbers where they need to go, and then you just work down the page and solve.